Major U.S. airports return to normal as TSA workers receive pay. After weeks of disruption, long lines, and mounting frustration, operations at major U.S. airports are finally stabilizing. The turnaround comes as thousands of Transportation Security Administration (TSA) workers begin receiving long-overdue paychecks following a prolonged government funding standoff. Chaos at airports during pay dispute. The disruption began during a partial government shutdown that left roughly 50,000 TSA officers working without pay since mid-February. As the situation dragged on, absenteeism surged and staffing levels dropped sharply. In some cases, nearly half of scheduled officers failed to report for duty at certain airports, while more than 500 workers resigned altogether. The impact on travelers was immediate and severe. Security lines at major airports in cities, such as New York, Houston, and Atlanta stretched for hours, with some wait times exceeding 4 hours among the worst in the agency's history. Compounding the issue, the disruptions coincided with a busy spring break travel period, putting even more pressure on already strained airport systems. Emergency action to restore pay. In response to the growing crisis, President Donald Trump issued an emergency directive allowing TSA workers to be paid despite the ongoing political deadlock in Congress. Payments, including back pay for missed periods, began reaching employees by March 30th. This move marked a critical turning point. As paychecks started arriving, more TSA workers returned to their posts, helping to stabilize staffing levels and restore operations at security checkpoints nationwide. Signs of recovery across major airports. By Monday, conditions had improved significantly. Airports that had recently struggled with extreme congestion, such as those in Baltimore, Dallas, and New Orleans, reported much shorter wait times and smoother passenger flow. In many locations, security wait times dropped to under 30 minutes, a sharp contrast to the hours-long delays seen just days earlier. The decline in absenteeism also played a role, with fewer workers calling out as financial uncertainty eased. Lingering challenges. Despite the improvement, the situation has not fully returned to normal. The loss of hundreds of trained TSA officers continues to affect staffing capacity, and rebuilding the workforce will take time. To help bridge the gap, federal authorities deployed additional personnel, including immigration agents, to assist with airport security operations. These measures are expected to remain in place until staffing levels are fully restored. Moreover, the broader political dispute that triggered the shutdown remains unresolved. Lawmakers are still divided over funding for the Department of Homeland Security, particularly around immigration policy, leaving uncertainty about long-term stability. A fragile return to stability. While travelers are beginning to see a return to normal airport operations, the recent disruption has exposed vulnerabilities in critical infrastructure. The reliance on unpaid essential workers created ripple effects across the national transportation system, highlighting how quickly operations can deteriorate under financial strain. For now, the payment of TSA workers has provided much-needed relief, but until a lasting political solution is reached, the risk of similar disruptions remains.